It's Labubu. If you're alive and in the world in 2025, I'm sure you've heard of Labubu. These are creepy, cute little critters that you can carry around on your bag. There are multiple varieties, but the latest one is this Big Into Energy one. And they have cute little options, different colors, creepy little faces. And at first I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I was like, why are people collecting boxes and boxes of these little critters? Like, what are they gonna do with all those critters? And the more I saw them, the more I looked at them, the more I was like, that's for me. And so I went on a journey of trying to actually acquire one of these things, and it's not that easy, if I'm being honest. In this video, we're gonna be opening 3 of them. I'll tell you how I procured 3 of them, but first I need to tell you that I will not look the same in any of the unboxings because these are arriving on 3 separate days. But I have no patience, so I'm opening them as they come. And we're just gonna edit the video together, and at the end of the video, stay tuned, because we're gonna make one of these creepy critters, Labubu Big Into Energy, an adorable little outfit to wear so she can travel about on my bag in fashion. This is a Big Into Energy Labubu. I procured 3 of them by 2 different means. The first means was the Pop Mart website. I went on the Pop Mart website one night, I had a couple of free hours, I was kind of just sitting in bed watching some YouTube, and I was like, let me see what I can do here. So on the app, there's a thing called Pop Now, and it's basically sort of almost like a game where you're like fighting other people to get a single Labubu. And somehow my little fingers managed to be fast enough to get one of these. That one is still in the mail. Then I was watching somebody else's video, and they're like, oh, Pop Mart has live shopping on TikTok. And I was like, live shopping on TikTok? Tell me more. And so I went on there. Usually the Labubu drops are silent and they're late at night. And I happened to pop on at a time when the Labubus were for sale. And I managed to get myself 2 off of the official Pop Mart live shopping on TikTok. Okay, if you don't follow me on TikTok, here's my TikTok. Do follow me there. It's a nice time. I post a lot of shorts that I don't put on YouTube because I get better views over on TikTok. But without any further ado, I'm very excited to get my Labubu Big Into Energy creepy little critter out of the box. And so let's talk about it. This is the front of the box. It says Big Into Energy in hollow font here. There's some Chinese writing because this is a Chinese brand. It says Pop Mart in the corner. Because I bought this directly from Pop Mart, I'm assuming it's real, but you probably know of Lafufu, and there's a lot of scam Labubus out there. Here are the options. There are 6 regular Labubus. Those are 1 in 6. If you buy a whole box, you're guaranteed 6 Labubus. Every once in a while, of course, one is replaced by the secret Labubu, and that one's 1 in 72, which I feel like for a mystery one, that's like decent odds. Like, it's better than most. The side of the box has a lot of Chinese writing on it. The back of the box looks as though it does have the hollow Pop Mart sticker on it. And this is the first arrival of my TikTok Labubus. But I'm gonna pop in. Tear strip worked. That's a good sign. The one I bought off of Pop Mart, even though it was the one I ordered first, was actually the last one to ship. And that one shipped by some strange, you know, like this thing to that thing sort of shipping service, and it's USPS. We know that's never gonna come, or it will eventually, but it's gonna take longer than everything else. I, of course, destroyed the box. I'm gonna try to not see the card. I want it to be a surprise. I'm not looking. I think I accidentally saw it. And here's our cute little bag. So here's the mystery bag that comes inside the box. I have seen these online. I've watched a lot of people open Labubus, and I'm not really sure why. Like, the more I saw them, the more it like got into my little head. And the fact that it's a creepy critter and a mystery sort of just like appeals to me on like a deep level. Those are 2 of my favorite things. We know this here on this channel. The bag says Pop Mart at the top, Big Into Energy, and then it's got all the Labubus all around, and it's a really cute bag if I'm honest. But let's get into her and see what she's like. I'm like so excited. I can't wait to put her on my bag. I did spoil it for myself. It's the green one. She's so cute. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. We've got the card here. This is Serenity, and Lord knows I could use some serenity in my life. There's her little card there looking like a little creep. And the back of the card looks as so. Big Into Energy and Pop Mart down here. Oh my God. Okay, so I've never like really been in contact on a deep level with a Labubu, so this is kind of my first experience. One girl at work has a couple that she's like hanging off some of her like work supplies, and I've like looked at them and like poked them in the belly when I walk by, but that's like, the most experience I've ever had with a Labubu. And this shit is cute, dude. Look at the face. It's got a cute little face. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna review it like a doll because I really don't know what else to do with it. Here's my Big Into Energy Labubu. Its name is Serenity, which is cute and I like it. It's in this beautiful sort of like green tie-dye color, and it's got a couple of different greens in there, but mine's not like as diverse in tone as I've seen some of them, and the front is like pretty flat if I'm being honest. The back is actually prettier. It's got some warm greens and some cooler greens, some lighter greens and some darker greens. The fur is pretty and it's very, very soft. It feels very nice in my hands. And the top here, there is a little tab holding a ring. The tab does say The Monsters, which is the series that Labubu comes from. And on the back of the tab, behind the little ears, is the Pop Mart logo, and it's got a green ring. I like the color of this. It's pretty. It does remind me of being serene. I don't know how to open this. Am I stupid? Do I just pull? Push, you push. You push on that. Don't pull like I did. The little ears on mine are two different color embroideries on the interior. It's got like a little peach tone as like the ear part, and then the fur, of course, around them. Mine are close together, which is like what a real Labubu looks like. But I've seen some real Big Into Energy Labubus with further apart ears. They were real, but the ears were just further apart, so I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with that. But they do have a vinyl face, and the rest of it is plush. It's got vinyl hands and feet. So here's the face of my Labubu. It's got these like very like hooded eyes. It's got a heavy brow bone. That's how I would describe it. But it doesn't have any brows, which I think is like creepy and cute at the same time. Mine has sparkly ombre green eyes. They fade from a dark to a light at the bottom. And there's some cute little white catch lights in the eye. They're pretty simple, but they are effective and very, very cute. Mine has a little green nose that matches his green fur. It's got pretty looking sort of orangey blushy cheeks, which I really like in the contrast to the green. Mine do look a little bit like not on the same plane, and the mouth also looks not on the same plane, which is an indicator of a fake Labubu. So I guess we'll have to check it out to make sure it's real. Its smile is green, is painted in green. It's got white teeth, and then there's one green tooth. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teeth, which is the number of teeth Labubus are supposed to have, so good for my Labubu. Here's its little hands. They're in the same vinyl that the face is made out of. Honestly, they look like they're like a cooler tone than the face. Do you see what I mean? Like the face is like a yellowier vinyl, and the hands are like cooler. They're more pink. And its little feet have painted toenails in green to match the green color, and those are also in the sort of more pink vinyl, and it has like little turned in feet, which I think is so cute. The head does not rotate. Everything feels like it feels firm, like it's stuffed. It's a stuffed girl. She's well fed. And overall, like a very cute Labubu. I'm happy with my purchase. Couldn't be happier. The other thing of note, I found the TikTok live shopping Pop Mart like sort of easier to shop from than the Pop Mart website. And in addition to that, they don't charge you for shipping. So this Labubu was $30, and I think I paid about $35 for the one I bought off Pop Mart. That's just something to keep in mind. And once again, I live on the East Coast in the United States of America. I believe I popped on that live around between the hours of 10 and 12 o'clock, and I was able to buy 2 Labubus off of that live stream if you're looking, if you're in the market. But that's our first Labubu. I love her. I'm absolutely gonna put her on my bag and carry her around like the little prize that she is. Stay tuned, there's 2 more Labubus to open up, and then the grand finale of the outfit. We'll choose one to make an outfit for. She'll become my outdoor Labubu, and then the rest of the Labubus will be indoor Labubus, because we want to keep some of them nice, but we also want to show some of them the world, and that way they can come back and tell their friends about it. Okay, it's the following morning. I put on the same shirt, I have different makeup on, okay? I did my best, I tried my best. But we're here for our second Labubu. This is the other one I bought off the TikTok shop. All I hope for is that it's not a duplicate. I like all of the characters, I think they're all cute. It is what it is. All of the characters is one character in different colors, it's Labubu. But as for the box, it looks exactly the same as the first box, Big Into Energy and hollow on the front with a cute little Labubu on it. Side of the box. Other side of the box with the characters, once again, don't really care. And the back of the box, of course, looks like this. Let's just get into her. And while we do, the two that I bought off of the Pop Mart live shopping on TikTok were shipped faster, and also they were less money because I didn't pay for shipping than the one I bought off of Pop Mart. I also found it much easier, again, to shop off of the Pop Mart live on TikTok. It was easier to get them if you can hop in at the right time, which seems to be later at night on the East Coast. If you're interested, you know, what I was doing was just checking in to see what was going on there. I saw that Labubus were in the mix, and I just waited until the silent drop came live. So that's how I got these. Again, not the easiest, simplest task. I'm not looking because I really don't want to see the card this time. And here's my little bag. But they are procurable. You just need to know where to look and when. So here's my little bag. Once again, it looks exactly the same as the other one. Apparently another thing that tells you a Labubu is real is that there are 4 little holes in the bag, which this one has. I did go ahead and authenticate my first one. It came up as real. I did buy it from Pop Mart, so it should be, but you never know these days. I'm going to go ahead and open my little bag. Reach into my little bag, and who are we pulling out? The red one! What's this one? Love, and I love her. Okay, let's have a look at her as we did the first Labubu, who is sitting right next to me. Haven't had it away from me since last night. Granted, it was late, so it was like just less than 12 hours. Look at them. Okay, let's focus on Love here. She's so cute. She looks a little worse for the wear from being in the packaging, if I'm honest, but I think we can just fluff up her fur and she'll be beautiful. There we go. So once again, it's Labubu. We all know what they look like. It's a little gremlin bunny rabbit character that's of like Nordic and Chinese descent. It's from a series called The Monsters, and this is what they look like. It's like a little like fairy, Nordic fairy gremlin character. So this one does have, of course, the same as the other one, a little key ring to hook it to whatever you want to hook it to. This one's in like sort of a soft red shade, which is actually really pretty. It says The Monsters on the front, on the tab, and on the back. Between the ears it says Pop Mart. Mine has close together ears, which is what your Labubu is supposed to look like. It has a pink inner ear and a red inner ear, so cute. And then the inside of the ear is like in a flesh tone to match the vinyl of the face. This one actually, I feel like, has more like color variation in it than the green Serenity here. The back of Serenity looks pretty good, but the front of her looks pretty flat. I like the tie-dye sort of effect on the fur better on this one than I do on Serenity, if I'm honest, but I probably like the color of Serenity better. The fur, of course, is very soft. We've got pinks and reds and whites mixed in there, and a really nice little fur blend on her. She's got her very heavy brow bone, no eyebrows. She's got red and pink ombre eyes with some glitter in there, very pretty. A little red button nose, and then her smile with the 9 teeth and the single red tooth there. She also has a crooked smile. It seems like the Big Into Energies all have a crooked smile. It goes up higher on this side than this side, and the blush sort of matches the end of the smile, so her blush is crooked too, and I honestly love it. Like, I like something that's a little bit off. I think it's adorable. I mean, what's there to say about a Labubu? Not much. Her little hands here. Do her hands look less? I think maybe this one's pulling more pink. No, this one is more pink. Look, this is so interesting. Her little hands, can you even tell? Yeah, you can. Her little hands match her face. And do her feet? Yeah, her hands and feet match her face better than this one. This one has a cooler tone hands and feet than face. How interesting. Just an observation. And of course, her little feet here in the classic little Labubu position, and she's got little red toenails that match her little red ring here. Again, what can you say? It's adorable. Big Into Energy Labubu, creepy cute. She's precious. I feel like Neither one has been outdoors yet, so either one could still be my outdoor Labubu. And I'm trying to decide. I feel like I want to take Serenity outside because I feel like I need serenity in my life, you know what I mean? Especially when I go outdoors because I get overstimulated practically instantly. So Serenity will officially be outdoor Labubu. Miss Love here will stay inside. I already know what I'm getting from Pop Mart because they like reveal it to you, but you don't. And that's another great indoor Labubu. That's Labubu number 2 off of Pop Mart live shopping on TikTok. She's beautiful, she's perfect. And of course, here's her little card to go with her. Oh, I like her card. It's very pretty. Yay. Stay tuned to the end for the outfit I'm gonna make for my outdoor Labubu. And let's move on to the third box opening. Welcome to part 3 of Labubu unboxing. This was the first one ordered, the last one to arrive, the one I bought straight from the Pop Mart website. With these, you have to like play a game. It's called Pop Now, and it only works on the app. And you gotta like swipe through a bunch of Labubu like boxes, and what you're looking for is an unclaimed box. And if you can get an unclaimed box, then it belongs to you and you can purchase it. There's something very addictive about the game, and I went back on last night because I really wanted like a neutral Labubu. I really wanted an exciting macaron neutral Labubu, and I got one. Most of those drops happen at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where you live, but that's how it works for me. This one came from that drop. It is actually labeled with exactly what it is on the side, and in that app purchasing with the Pop Now game, essentially, you winning the right to buy a Labubu, they will tell you what you get. So I don't know, kind of ruins the mystery part of the mystery box, but that's where we are, that's where we're at. My whole thing with these is like, I like them all. I don't really have a preference, except for the time I wanted the neutral one, which I did get. So I just am happy with whatever. I know what's in here, you don't. We've seen the box. I'm gonna cover what it is. There they are. Take your guesses. Which one is this Labubu? Which one do you think? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's not one of the 2 we've already seen. It's a different Labubu. That gives you 4 choices. Put your guesses in the comment section down below. Let's see how we go. Telltale sign of a real Labubu is that the tear strip works. I was walking through Times Square, and there's like an outdoor market that's just got Lafufu after Lafufu after Lafufu. And I was taking a look at them because like I was looking for a really bad one, but all the ones out in display actually look quite good, and some of them are really convincing. Like they could have been real Labubus, but they're not. Obviously, they're Lafufu. I want one of those ones, and I think I might know where to get one, that's like a ball-jointed doll in a bunny costume. I love those. I think they're so horrific and awful that I might need to add one of those to my collection. I don't know. I'm not gonna look at the card. I'm pulling out my little bag. It's the same as the last 2. It's got all the variations of Labubu on it. They're all very joyful and happy looking. Let's rip on in. And who do we have here? What a shock. Oh, this one's really pretty. Her head looks crooked though. Oh no. Maybe not. So here she is. Can't remember what she's called, Luck. And yes, isn't she a lucky, lucky girl? And here is her card, if you were wondering what that looks like. Miss Luck here. I feel like this card is the prettiest one of the 3, if I'm being honest. I like this one the best. I like the design of it. The back. Big Into Energy. Yay. This is the one I bought straight from Pop Mart, and I feel like the head is super wobbly. Like that makes me nervous. She'll definitely be an indoor Labubu, but clearly we're looking at like, you know, like when a product gets really popular and like they need to pump them out as fast as possible because people are desperate to get them. It's giving like we didn't try hard enough. It's giving Lafufu vibes straight from Pop Mart. So that's FYI, something to be aware of. But let's have a look at her. This one is very cute, very soft, just like all the other ones. She's got her two separate color little inner ears here. We've got a warm purple one and a cool purple one. We've got the skin tone inner ear with her fluff all over her body, which is like a pinkish purple with white mixed in. The color blend on this one is really pretty. The green one, which is the one like I take into the world, my worldly Labubu, hers wasn't as pretty. Like all the color variations seem to be on the back, but this one's got nice on the front and the back. There's her little face. She looks as a traditional Labubu would. She's got her little eyebrow ridge here over her pink that ombres into purple eyes. There's some glitter in those eyes. It looks really pretty. Smile's still crooked, you see it? Like the blush is higher up on this side than this side, and also this one seems to have like significantly more blush on than my other one. It's just interesting. It's just a point of note, like the difference in like the quality and variety of these depending on where and when you get them. She has a little purple nose. She's got her smile 9 teeth, purple fang here, which I love. I love the addition of like the colorful tooth. I don't know, there's something about it that's so precious to me. And she's got her little hands. I feel like hers, oh, it's hard to tell in the lighting that I'm in. It seems like her face, her hands, and her feet match, which wasn't the case with the green one that we first opened, so that's fun and interesting. She's got some little purple toenails there. That's another addition that I love. I love like the little claws being painted. I think that's so cute. And I've seen like on TikTok people giving them like acrylics and stuff, which I feel like is so fun, but I feel like I don't want to like hurt my real Labubus, and that seems like a project more for a Lafufu, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? She of course has her classic little strap here. It says the Monsters on the front, Pop Mart on the back. This one's pretty. It's purple and pink. I guess when there's color variation in them, you get the color variety. I like this strap. This strap is probably my favorite, and then there's a little purple ring there. And there she is. She's very pretty. I feel like of the three that I got, she's the prettiest, but she also seems to be the least high quality with her head bobbling as it is. That's what happens. Capitalism comes in and makes your favorite little creature a little less quality. And that's where we're at today with our Labubus. We've got 3 Big Into Energy Labubus. We'll take a look at them all at the end. But let's move on now to the costuming portion of this video. I will be dressing. The first Labubu we opened, Serenity. She's my outdoor Labubu. She needs an outfit to wear because she can't be out naked. And I think having a barrier between her and the world might help her out a little bit because I think she's having a hard time adjusting. So let's go, let's do that. Let's make Serenity an outfit. So I've been living with this little lady as my phone strap for about 4 days now, and I have noticed some things. First of all, look at her. She looks like she's seen some things, and that's because she's been a part of the world as it stands today. She looks extremely scrappy, like she needs a bath. And I don't know, I think she might be having a little bit of a hard time adjusting to society, but that's fine. The other thing that I noticed about her might be a specifically me thing, other people might have this issue also, is when I walk, and I walk a lot because I live in New York City, she bounces around a lot, and I don't like it. I find it overstimulating. So in this outfit that we're gonna make her, we're gonna try and correct that issue, and you'll see how I do it as we go along here. What did I want from over here now? I don't remember. Oh, I remember. And finally, one last thing of note is that the face where it's lifted gets extremely dirty extremely quickly. So every evening when I come home, and I just got home, even though it's not the evening, I give her a little bath with a magic eraser. And I feel like it doesn't get all the mess off, but it keeps her a little bit cleaner. So I just use a dry one, and I just rub it against all of the high points of her face. So it's like the eyebrow ridge specifically, and like the under eye just a little bit. And so there we go. She's not looking perfectly clean, but she looks a little bit cleaner. I expect her to get dirty, but we just want to take care of her because she looks like she's having a little bit of a hard time. Now on to the dress. I have made a pattern This is going to be a cute little dress. It's gonna be embellished to make it extra super cute. And I'm gonna start just by cutting out this pattern. We're gonna cut 2 pair of these, 1 pair of these, and that's for the top. I'm gonna do it on the cross grain for the top. We're gonna switch it and do it in the opposite direction for the bottom, so the stripes go in 2 different directions. This is gonna end up being a little sort of jumper dress with a cute ruffle skirt. So let's get started here. I've cut the full top out. We've got front lining, back lining, and I'm just gonna sew these pieces together to construct the basis of the top, and I'll be right back to you. And here's what we're looking like so far. She looks cute in it. The top fits fine. Maybe it's a little bit large, but overall fine. We're gonna give her some little lacy straps made out of elastic here. Those are just pinned on for now so we can get the aesthetic. I added this little lacy trim at the waist, and how we're gonna finish this off is make her a little gathered skirt. And because she's so little, she only needs 1 inch of length. This fabric is about 14 inches, which is double her waist length, which is 7. So I'm just gonna cut a single strip of this at 1.5 inches. That accounts for the gather, the seam allowance, and the length of the skirt. And then she's gonna be all cute, dressed, and ready to go. But we're gonna embellish this. Serenity, my outdoor Labubu, will be all dressed and ready for her excursions that make her look feral, because the world is a harsh and dangerous place. And after a few hours of sewing, here's what our little lady is looking like. But it's time for embellishments. I want this to be so cute, and here are the things I have to make it cute. So let's pick some stuff. I was eyeballing like these, like over here. Oh my god, that's precious. These were from Teeny Tinker. She sent them to me with my mystery box, and I think that's absolutely precious. This was like originally on there, but I think it's just a little bit on the large side. It sure is. Is there anything smaller? No, I think the 2 stars are cute, or maybe we should do a heart and a star. And then I was thinking like over here, something like this, or wait, this pink, like this. Yeah, that's cute. Got various ones. Maybe it's this. That one, it's cute. Or maybe I don't want these because they're kind of large, and we could do like a bunch of little ones. Like this. I like these ones that look like candy. These are really cute to me. So like, or maybe it's, do 2, instead of these, like 2 of these. That's cute, I like that. And then like at the waist, like a gummy bear. Maybe quart. Another color. Green one. Oh, that's too Christmassy. Let's see the light colored stars. I don't like these, they're too bright. I think that's more like in the palette I'm looking for. And maybe we just keep it in that range. So we go like blue and pink. I quickly whipped her up this little bow really fast. Just made it out of a piece of fabric and sewed it together. I pinned that into her head with stray pins, so she's now in pain, and that's on top of the excruciating pain of being alive and in society. So we're gonna put a nice little gummy bear center on that. That's nice. That looks really good. So cute. So I'm loving the way that she looks. I think she looks precious. I love her little striped dress. It's kind of like Lolita a little bit, mixed with like a little bit of decora, and I think she's looking precious and adorable and ready to take on the world for one more day. The feature I added to this dress that I'm hoping helps with like the swinging action is this little loop here. She's attached obviously by her key ring up here, but I thought if I attached a second key ring and clipped it to her back, it would keep her from swinging around so much. So once she's all dry, we'll check out that feature, see if it works, just in case any of the rest of you out there have like overstimulation issues. with things flying around you as you walk. And so once she's dry, we'll check out that loop feature and see if it does what I hope it does. But overall, I'm really happy with the way she turned out. What do you think? Comment down below. Do you think her outfit is an upgrade? Do you think she's going to be able to take on the world happier and healthier now that she has beautiful clothing? Riddled with dog hair she is. Here I am doing an outro like 2 weeks later because I dropped out real hard with some kind of summer sickness. Yay, that was right after you all wished me well with my Ehlers-Danlos. I just thought that was pretty funny, pretty ironic. I also put on real pants for this portion of the video, which I usually just wear dirty pajama pants, so you're welcome. So this is the finale here of the Labubu video. Let me get up closer so you can see the beautiful work that I've done on our outdoor Labubu here, Serenity. Here is Miss Serenity. This is how she's holding up. I've had her for a couple of weeks at this point. Her hair looked real scrappy, so I gave her a little bit of a comb out with a doll brush. Her face still gets regularly magic erasered every day when I come home. So she's holding up okay. She looks a little better. She looks like she's adjusting pretty well. The outfit is holding up great. She's been out and about for a long time. Nothing has fallen off, as you can see. The bow that I stabbed into her head, still in her head, and her little loop here that I added for some stability has been working like a charm. She does not flop around too much as I walk down the street, and I'm constantly walking. So this is overall great, and this is how I wear her. I wear her across my chest like this. I had her down at my hip for a while, but I wasn't liking the way that felt. But this I'm quite liking. I think she's beautiful. I think she's wonderful. People have complimented her beautiful outfit, and I think that makes her feel good. So we're moving in the right direction with her. And these are all 3 of the Labubus that I got in this video today. Which one of the 3 is your favorite? Who's your favorite from the Big Into Energy line? If you like Labubu, stick around because I've got some more Labubu content coming your way, and that will include a frolic through the Lafufu stalls in Times Square. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe, and we hope you have a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful